when I was a kid in East Anglia, you went to church. It was compulsory. I didn't come from a particularly Christian family or church-going family, but you went, and so I did. And then when I got old enough to get interested in other things, church became less important to me, so I didn't go to church. And in fact, I didn't go to church for 40 years. And it just didn't seem part of my life. So then I went through a fairly difficult part of my life when my marriage ended and I became ill. I reached a fairly low point. Became depressed. I was in hospital with mental health problems for a month, and life didn't seem worth living then. And in fact, I did try and end my life. But at a point shortly after that, I was in the matrimonial house, which was a very lonely place, and I remember distinctly crying out to God, saying, "God, if you are there, help me." And I guess I was saying, I don't know who else can. But then a couple of weeks later, I met Annie. And that's really when things changed. And my marriage had ended and Annie and I got together. And Annie was a regular Methodist, had been since she was a teenager. So I said that I'll come to church, thinking it was to support Annie. But I think God had other plans, because I got interested and went on an Alpha course as a member with Annie. And from that led me to local preacher training. So it felt to me, after praying about things, that Alpha was a calling. So now leading Alpha courses, we've just finished a youth Alpha. We're about to start a new adult Alpha course. So that feels to me like progress from a very low point in my life where I was desperate and called out to God, and he was there. I just feel privileged when I preach. Why would God want someone like me to use me for that message? But I know also that I've also got a lot to learn. I think I'm still work in progress with God. I still make mistakes. I still get things wrong. But I just feel that God has carried me for the last 14 years since that low point. God has been with me, beside me, all the time, and he's there now. And I just see God in my life all the time now, and hopefully for a long time to come.